and welcome back. We are live with the second map. It is Endpoint's map pick, and it is Endpoint in the lead 1-0. So we'll see Vex starting on the CT side of Train. They've gone for a CZ75 for Russ, dropped over towards him. King Mezzi will be wielding no armor, so he'll just have the smoke. So now Russ with the CZ. He's going to be good for one, trying to back away as the reload comes through. Crucial and Mighty Max will respond, though, to find a couple. So it goes into an all-even 3-on-3. Cray taking a lot of damage as well. He'll be on to 14 points of health. And Endpoint, they're just going to back away. They're going to not force the issue over towards that B site, not knowing how many more CTs may lie in wait over there. No, they've probably tagged down Cray as well. But Vex, they're going to be playing a couple still over towards A in the form of Link and King Mezzi. Link had a great first map there, pulling Vexed out of some really difficult situations, and we'll see if he can do it again here. If Ace, the CT pissed around on Mirage, we'll see. Endpoint pushing forwards, and he's going to have a good angle here, actually. He's not been checked, and they aren't checking for him, as he's going to peek out, find Robin, a swift headshot on towards a bomb planter, as Crucial finishes off Cray. Vex is going to find another one, as well as Link. Keeps on hitting heads. Now it's Mighty Max, a 1 versus 2 for him to find, and a quick shot on towards Link, leaves it all up towards King Mezzi, as... Oh no! The worst possible timing as Mezzi times out at the end of the round in the 1 versus 1, and Endpoint claim it by default. That is heartbreaking for Vexed. The problem is, I don't really care about the Vexed players, so I just named one of them. Anyway, we are back in the game, so I'm going to start reading chat because you're all a bunch of people who were very mean. Well, with that, I was going to say something else, but a little bit mean. As we are ready to go back live, it's Vexed who are going to bring a couple of scouts into this one. Coming up against Endpoint, who actually did get Mighty Max on a second rifle, but it's only Galil as Crucial on the AK-47. Actually going to get tagged down through the corner of that wall by one of the scouts. I mean, Ritzy, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? That is a bit harsh. Don't be spamming one for that. That is not reasonable. That is actually very outrageous, but I'll skip over that one and hope you mean no harm by that one. I'm actually going to stop reading the chat now. I'm just going to focus on the game, as it is just a few deagles and those couple scouts of Vex to try and fend off this Endpoint attack, and it looks like it's going to be coming in towards the B site as the utility reigns over. The 3 deagles to defend, and it's actually a lot of damage being done as Cray will eventually find the opening on towards Robin, and he's going to go for more, but the kills coming in for the CT side as they answer back on it, and they tied things up 1-1. The wait was worth it for the Vexed fans. And well, they're going to force Endpoint onto a similar round, but 4 deagles for them, a single CZ75 for Thomas. We'll see whether they're able to bring out some magic that Vex just found. As Vexed are on the CT side, the favoured side for Train. So they'll be hoping to keep the momentum going, try and rack up quite a few more rounds here before Endpoint can answer back. We will see. King Mezzi with that scout takes a quick peek, doesn't actually fire off as he doesn't want to get his head blown off. With 1:10 left on the clock, all 5 players still remain. There's still plenty of time for either side here to make some sort of play and try and get this early advantage as Vexed in the stronger position in this one. They should be pretty much guaranteed this round. No scouts for them to worry about, just the pistols, which is what Vex found a lot of damage on in the previous round. Those deagles did do quite a lot of work as well. As Endpoint setting up those nades towards the A site, they will rain on down. Link's actually going to play in front of the one towards that green train. Leaves King Mezzi defend for himself over towards Ivy, and he will fall back as well. His Endpoint now just trying to slither their way in towards this A site. Mighty Max with an opening is looking for more spots. Russ on the train, but can't find the shots, as it's going to be Link finding one as well. Russ, though, answers with one on the USP as King Mezzi rotates his way in with the P250, getting one. Oh, and a second one! A lovely little tap on the USP, and it's great to finish things off as Vex take the lead in this game. 2-1 we go. And it is going to be Endpoint forced onto an eco now. That previous force buy doesn't work out for them. They find a couple kills, but not quite enough to force Vex to try and spend a lot of money. They're just going to upgrade a few of their weapons. They've got a few M4s coming through now. One of the scouts gone. Adam peeking fast towards the B holes will get grifted. The kill on towards Robin there. Just against the Glocks, it wasn't an easy challenge for him to take, and he might be gifted a second one as well onto Thomas. He's got more players chasing him down now, finds one and a second with that spray, so that's his third of the round now as he cuts this Endpoint team down to size. And it's all up towards Mighty Max and Surreal. Adam's still fighting over from the Heaven position. Actually has been tagged down to 9 points of health by Surreal as his teammate Mighty Max comes out and dies towards the A site. He will shortly follow, as Vexed will find a third. Was just the eco round, as Endpoint now going to be full buy on up. They're not going to have an AWP. They'll have 5 rifles. Looks like it's going to be 5 AK-47s. Actually, crucial. Going to go for that Krieg. Meanwhile, Vexed going to be running the same setup as he did last round. Not losing any players. There's no reason to rebuy any weapons. Still wielding that scout and crucial close range. Might have the kill on towards Mezzi, but he's burning, can't quite make it out of the flames, so he goes 1 for 1. That really favours that T side ever so slightly, forces the Vex Gaming side to try and cover more angles with fewer players. So we're actually going to leave the B side completely undefended, playing 4 players over towards this A side, and this might be a gamble that works out for them, and might be a gamble that Endpoint aren't expecting. In the 4 on a 4, he's got a few players to find. Thomas does get one. Finds Link close towards that A main position, so that's the man advantage now, swinging the way of Endpoint. And that's actually going to force a rotate, is it? Over towards the B site, as now Endpoint look with a few players over towards the B halls, but if they'd gone quick, they might have had an open site, but now Cray rotating in. The nades on towards that B site, giving up the presence of Endpoint there, and they are just going to swing their way in. Russ through the smoke, gets caught out, does try and land a shot, but can't quite hit it. Cray from the Heaven, not expected to be there. Does get one, and he's going to try and find more, but spotted out. He's going to try and delay for Adam, but Adam gets taken down on the flank, leaving it all up towards Cray. 1 versus 3. And he's got no chances. Mighty Max will secure a second round for Endpoint. Vex will have enough money to buy. They've managed the previous 3 rounds with not many losses, if any. Can I read donations out, please? No, because I don't see them. Sorry. What's my opinion on Wuhan? I mean, it's okay. I don't really have any hate for it. Just sucks that like the COVID started there, I guess. That sort of reduces the travel tourism opportunities for it, I guess. It sucks, but I mean, I don't have hate for it, I guess. What if you donate 50k? You still won't get read out probably, but you might get a mention on Twitter, maybe? I don't know. Don't know, you'd have to ask the Endpoint people, I guess. But I doubt you're actually going to donate that much, so the question's probably moot, as we'll now see Endpoint. Crucial's taking a lot of damage early on. Again from that Molotov towards Ivy. Thomas in the smoking pop dog, actually going to get cut down by the MP9 of Adam. That gives the advantage to the Vexed Gaming side to deny Endpoint any chance of trying to tie this game up 3-3 early on here. But we'll see what Endpoint decide to do. They've got just under 40 seconds left to play with. It looks like it's going to be the hit towards the A site. Robin just throwing down the smoke towards Pop Dog. That will hold Adam in that position. The Molotov might burn down Crucial. He managed to get away in time. Link finds one onto Surreal, and he finds a second onto Crucial eventually. Mighty Max will trade back, but Russ, closer range with the AWP, nails the first shot. And now it's all up to, oh, Jesus, all up to us for Robin in a 1 versus 4 as he gets the opening. The spam low from Pop Dog will just keep him back. There's only 7 seconds left on the clock. He's just going to try and save his rifle. No chance if find 3 kills or get the bomb plant. Russ will be wielding that up. And Endpoint will just be wielding the single AK-47 on Robin that was saved. Not really much invested apart from a couple of deagles and a couple of flashbangs in this from those other players. Looks like they're going to go aggressive over towards B here. Surreal already towards Brown. Halls. Also in towards Pop Dog from Adam will deny Crucial any sort of access into those. He hops off the ladder. Endpoint just going to burst out of ramp by the seams of things. A couple flashbangs will come over from Mighty Max, but Russ can see their legs, and the flashbang's just a second too late as he finds Thomas. Gets the opening for that Vexed Gaming side. Just the majority of pistols for Vex to deal with, but look at Surreal pushing close already with the deagle. That shot gives him up, but Link gives himself up to the shot as Surreal finds an opening. Another nade from Crate. On to Crate, does quite a bit of damage, but look at the flank now from Adam. He's been caught out here before. Will he be watched for again? Robin is holding towards that angle, but he's got the AK-47, so if he goes down, that could be bad news for Endpoint as Russ finds one. That's going to bring things back into the advantage for Vexed, and even more of an advantage now as Adam finds that flank, and Crucial with the deagle going to try and hit back with it, but there's going to be Adam from the ramp to try and do all the damage, and he will do it all. 3 kills for him. The bomb will get defused. They have a kit, no problem. And, well, Endpoint missed out on another round there. They did a bit of damage, getting a couple kills, getting the bomb down will help their economy, an extra $800 in their back pocket, and it will mean the AWP comes through for Crucial. With a bit of money to spare for utility as well. But Vex, they're going to be getting off to a bit of a lead here. 3 rounds, the difference between these 2 teams now. Mighty Max straight out of A main. Flashbangs to assist from his teammates. Secure 2 quick kills and Surreal with a 3rd. That is an absolute slaughter on the A site. As Vex have no reply as of yet. Crate under heaven by the ladder. Fearing for his life here. Might be able to find a kill or 2. But I'm not sure he'd be able to turn the tides of this round from here. Especially with the bomb being planted on the other side of the train. Back with a bit of fury in this round and find themselves a 3rd. Vex have no chance unless Crate doesn't even have a kit, so he can't try the very late ninja. The classic MM play, I guess. Not really many instances of players getting like a 1v5 or a 2v5 defuse without the other team knowing. And obviously that Snacks play comes to mind from Mirage. Back from the glory days of VP, I guess. Well, not even the glory days back then. That was just like when they were decent. now. We'll get another pause through, and Vex, they're going to get another buy through. Link will just have to make do with a deagle by the looks of things. I'm not sure there's a weapon on the floor for him. Doesn't appear to be one. Let's just have a look. I don't think there is. So he's just going to have to make do. Teammate could drop him a FAMAS. Russ could drop him a FAMAS here. But he's being a bit greedy. Wants all that cash to himself. Going to hit the clubs tonight. If Vex win, that is. He probably hit the bar. If they lose. Endpoint look to take this one pretty comfortably. Again, sorry, my apologies for that one. But for the Endpoint fans, that's going to be a bit of good news as they're going to find a fourth here. And Vex are going to save a few weapons as well. Link will upgrade to M4. Russ will hold on to that AWP, and Adam will have the M4, so they're going to have a few weapons still. They can possibly get a buy up around this if they want. Well, Endpoint's money starting to skyrocket now. A few players over 6k, more over 4k. As now just one round behind this Vex game inside as this T half turning into a bit of a good, a very strong half for Endpoint. And Thomas straight out towards the A site. He's going to have two lined up for him, but he only managed to collect one of them. As Russ gets one in return on that not AWP. Trying to force the issue on towards this A site. Russ still over towards the back line. Surreal just going to try and spray through. Will actually land the shots, so secures now a 2-man advantage for this Endpoint side. See Surreal almost getting dumped by the nade, but will just survive. Crucial trying to fight against Cray over towards the A main position, and Cray probably should have won that one out as Crucial had to switch over to the pistol, but the straight headshot comes through. And Cray will fall. And Endpoint are going to tie things up 5-5 here. With just King Mezzy surviving on an M4. Not been able to recover the AWP over towards that A site that Russ dropped. So now what the Vex decide to do here? Surely you have to take an eco. Your money is at like 2.5k per player. You just get that M4 in. Maybe a few pistols come through. Buy down to around like 2k, maybe 1.8k at a push, and get a very solid buy going into the next round. That's surely what you should be doing here. And just hope that the M4 for King Mezzy can do as much damage as possible. Yeah, they just do pretty much that. A couple pistols bought up. A single M4 will be in the hands of King Mezzy with the armor. We'll see Crucial. We'll see if he can take down that M4 pretty early on. King Mezzy will get him instead on the edge of that smoke. He actually finds a second as well. And meanwhile, Adams found one on the deagle. So that's actually a big slaughter. As Vex look to try and take things back here and steal a round away with just the pistols and that single M4. As they're currently... They've got a 2-man advantage, but with Adam eating that nade up, he's left on 14 points of health. It's up to Mighty Max and Surreal to try and clutch this one out. Smoke towards A ramp for Endpoint. Should allow him to push out of that location, but great. Has Russ to support him on this B side, and they're just going to walk through the smoke, and Russ spots it out. He's going to deploy the nade towards them, and they see that as well. They're going to try pushing forward, but Russ takes down Mighty Max, and that's the bomb going down as well. Meanwhile, in this Molotov, it's Surreal who finds one, and now it's all up towards him. A 1 versus 3. Does he know there's a player close? He does now, as a bullet spray into his face. and Vexed retake the lead 6-5 on the CT side, and they need to try and win out a few more here before the end of the half. Teams, they have the full buys coming through now. Vexed actually switching themselves into a double up setup. King Mezzi running that second up alongside Russ, as Adam's going to be able to get the opening kill on towards Thomas there. So the man advantage early for Vexed. A minute 20 still on the clock. Endpoint can still work the way into this round. That nade could do quite a lot of damage. It does on towards Adam, followed up by the drop-in by Surreal, who finishes that one off. So a 4-on-4 now, Endpoint. Still got 3 players over towards the outside of A main. They're not committed towards his A site yet, but it looks like they're about to. With a minute left on the clock, the nades will rain onto that site, and it's going to force a rotation out as well of Russ, who's going to bring that up towards to support that A bomb train. While Surreal from the Pop Dog has found Link on the site. And that's going to open a lot of possibilities for Endpoint here and allow them to get that bomb down. We have a one-man advantage. No challenge from Vexed in that regard. Russ still waiting out towards Connect. Has a couple teammates over towards A2 and Ivy here. How much can they get done though as Cray works his way in towards the site. He's currently playing behind the bollard. Actually, Vexed are on the site, but, well, Endpoint didn't realise until now, as Cray finds one. Robin does trade that one out. But the timer ticking away. King Mezzi gets another, but it's a straight up double spray down from Surreal there to secure the round, and that's his 4 kills, actually, in the game. Sorry, in that round. As he wins that one out for Endpoint and closes things up again. 6-6 we go. Fast round here coming through for Endpoint as they're going to push straight onto this A site, and it's going to be Russ and Link actually on those deagles that managed to pop a couple heads is crucial. Robin, they do combine for a couple more, but Cray from behind, the P250 in hand, we'll see what he can find as he tries to find one. That's all he'll get. And Endpoint retake the lead 7-6 as this game keeps going backwards and forwards on train. Neither team able to pull out a convincing lead really, as we have 2 rounds left to play for. Are Vex going to be able to find these last 2 and steal away the half lead? Or will Endpoint solidify it and have a very strong tee off? I mean, this is already very strong. Oh my lord, Surreal. How has he won that against Russ with the orb? Straight out of Pop Dog, he finds one. Will meet his match in Mezzi, who actually gets a couple. And Cray helping out as well as Link leaves just crucial a 1 versus 3 with just 8 points of health at AWP in hand. We'll see what he can find, and that's going to be 1 kill. Taking down Link, but still a couple more to get. You know his position. On the ladder, it's going to be Cray to peek out and Cray to find the kill. As he'll switch over towards the AWP, and Vex tie things up now. It's all to play for, and who's going to finish out this half in the lead. 7-7, the final round. Both teams going to have a solid buy. Well, I say solid. Vexed going to have to make do with a UMP for Link. But apart from that, it's very solid. The AWP still for Russ. No double AWPs. But crucial, we'll be wielding that one for Team Endpoint as well as they expend all the remaining cash that was in their bank accounts. But it's enough. Only just. Cray close by, gets 1, can't quite get the second as Thomas does trade out. But Adam brings things into a man advantage for Vexed as the rest of the Endpoint plays out towards long. Have been smoked off by Mezzi. And now Endpoint gonna have to try and fight their way out of this one with Russ on 2 points of health. Adam, 32 points of health. It's not out of the realms of possibility for the T side. Admin's just going to be clearing out those showers, making sure that no CT players have gone a bit of aggressive with that push towards the B site. And he will be fine. But now Vexed are actually going aggressive into A main here. Link's got an advanced position there. With that UMP, one of the better positions you could play with that, I guess. But Endpoint, they're making their way over towards B now. And with that information towards A main, they're going to be able to stack an extra player here than usual. Especially in a 4-on-4 or 4-on-3. They're going to play 2 players out towards B. And that'll be Russ and Adam. And Russ gets the opening, takes down the player, pushes down ramp, but he finds another one as well. The headshot onto Mighty Max leaves just Robin a 1 versus 4. The AWP in his hands, he spots out Russ trying to get the jump shot. A bit desperate with 20 seconds on the clock. Will eventually nail the shot once he stands still. He spots out one towards heaven. He's got 13 seconds to play with, and a player coming from behind, and this is not going to be possible. That Molotov is just a couple of seconds too late, and it's going to be Adam actually to finish it rather than the player from behind. But Vexed do indeed finish out the first half 8-7, only just taking the lead on that CT side. I'm just going to quickly retry in the console so we get Craze guns back. There we go, back in the game, and we just wait for the second half to go live. Endpoint now switching over towards that CT side, the favoured side. It is a very CT-sided map. You'd probably be expecting the team to get 5 rounds, maybe 6, not 7. Vexed are going to be up against it on this T side, but maybe they've brought some fire to this party. I know I certainly would have enjoyed a bit of fire at some of my parties. Excuse me. The third map, if we need it, is Dust 2. As you can see there. Exclamation mark maps will give you all the information you need. But yeah, Dust 2, which is actually the map these two teams played on in the main season. Endpoint won it out in overtime. After Vex were leading about 14-4, 14-5, I believe. So hopefully it should be a good rematch if we do go there. But that means Vex will have to win out this T-half. Which is going to be difficult, I think. I think Endpoint, if they get off to... Well, it's such a cliche. But if Endpoint aren't able to pick up a few rounds at the start... it's going to be real tricky for them to hold on to this game, as Vex are going to be quite close to that sort of 15-16 rounds they need. I'm just alt tabbing a second, so it's probably going to freeze. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, just bear with us while we wait for the second half to go live. Team's just getting themselves in order. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long. We saw Vexed on the pistol round in the first half on the CT side. He used a CZ75 on Russ, and it actually worked out alright. You don't generally see the CZ75 on those pistol rounds. It's just such a... just a lot of investment. It's $500 on the pistol round, and you only have $800 to start with, so it's quite a big investment when the USP is perfectly capable of killing players. Like, it's a one shot to the body, sorry, one shot to the head as well. So the CZ, the only real benefit you get is sort of that fire rate. Close range duels is sort of a little easier. But then you have the trade-off against like the ammo and the magazine size. It's sort of... CZ just isn't really worth it on a pistol round, which is why you generally don't see people doing it. Although Russ did manage to find one. I think that was all he got on the CZ. Yes, I'll miss. If Endpoint aren't able to collect the pistol, Vexed are going to be on like 11 or so rounds. Endpoint need to try and snatch back the momentum as quick as they can. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not a CT favoured map. It definitely is. Endpoint looking very good, but if Endpoint aren't able to get their economy rolling, aren't able to get the sort of momentum on their favour and allow Vex to sort of control them, then you could easily see Vex able to get 5 or so rounds before Endpoint are able to reply with 1. I'm just saying it makes things harder. I'm not saying, and I don't think I ever said it would be a close. Sorry, I don't think they ever said they have struggled to win. I was saying it would make them difficult for them, and probably a closer map than it should be. Is probably what I said. But Adam, he's going to get the opening, and Crucial will reply back, getting a good shot on that USP, proving why the CZ isn't always needed in those close range duels. And well, the skill's just going to come out for Endpoint here, but the bomb being planted on the B site will put Vex in a decent position. Mezzi, a good kill on towards Thomas. Gets 1. Well, now it makes it a bit more difficult, but Robin and Crucial close things out. Crucial actually getting 3 frags in that round as Endpoint will tie things up 8-8. And they're going to show their dominance on the CT side early, it looks like. Omis, have you seen Endpoint on the CT side of Train recently? Their T side is much better than their CT side. So yeah, it's Endpoint have struggled on the CT sides of Train before, so it's not always a guaranteed that they'll be able to take it. So we'll see. Well, I mean, 7 rounds on the T side is a very strong half. And in this round, we'll just see Deagles in a single P250 from Vex as Adams does ring out, and it nails the head of Robin there. He's going to get tagged down in a bit in return, but will manage to escape. Rifles, though, for Endpoint should surely win this one out. They can't allow this round to slip away from them. Vexed on unarmoured pistols. They should surely be Endpoint winning it, but the man down already. Just make things a little bit harder. Surreal, the sole player, towards that B site. Mighty Max will bring things into a 4-on-4. Catches Rush trying to go aggressive as now the pushing towards the B site comes through as Surreal gets 1. And a man advantage now swings away of Endpoint as they are going to look to try and close this one out. Just having a little bit of a stumble at the start, but they quickly recover themselves, and now they're going to complete the 100-meter sprint. As Surreal and Crucial now going to push Adam on the site, who's already low on HP. It will be Crucial to finish off, but Crate from Heaven gets 1. And now it's all up towards Mezzi. A Deagle in hand, 3 players to find. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it. There is one watching him, and he will get Surreal, but Thomas swings his crosshair and protects his teammate. And the bomb will get defused. Endpoint take the lead back 9-8 it goes. And they are going to get another full buy up on that Endpoint side. Surreal just has to make do with a FAMAS once again. Meanwhile, Vexed, they'll get the Yorp up on Russ. Commodity that Endpoint aren't going to be able to have in this one. They're just going to have the AUG. I guess a second best to the Yorp, maybe. I guess the Kriegs maybe a better second best. But you can't always have that, you know. Sometimes you just have to make do with an AUG, even though it's sort of fallen out of fashion after its buffs and nerfs. Russ will look to hope to get an opening here. It's not guaranteed, but he is playing over towards Ivy. A good location to try and secure one, even though you generally see the AWPs in A main. They have a few lanes to look down as Link takes a lot of damage over towards the B holes. Will manage to keep his life intact. But he's going to be feeling worse for wear after that one. That'll be a little bit sore for the rest of this round as Endpoint look to try and find double digits. Vexed looking to stop them and tie things up once again as this round. Swing this match in a few different ways. If Endpoint are able to collect this one, this could be Vexed in well, in a very difficult position. They already are, but on T side of train, they need to try and make some magic happen as Mighty Max on top of the train can't get anything done, and maybe that's the magic they need as Mezzi finds two. Absolutely shuts Endpoint off that site, closes the door on them. This is their site now. And it's a two-man advantage for Vex, but look how low the HP is for that T side. Link 18 points of health, Mezzi 46, and Adam just on 9. Oh, sorry, on 6 points of health actually. As that is the way that 6 goes. Molotov in towards Popdog. Shouldn't really bother robbing because he can just hold here, but Link above him. Too low on HP to really do much. As I think Robin wanted the gun to fall down, but I think it stayed up on top, and Surreal will grab it instead. So Vexed are going to find 9 and tie things up once again as they fight back against this Endpoint defense, who should be able to buy up in this one. They will definitely do so. Crucial going to drop a scout over to Mighty Max, and that'll be them all set. But losing this one will mean dire straits for that Endpoint side. They won't have any money in the bank accounts, and they'll have to try and get out a loan. That won't come into effect until the next round. Oh, economy puns. Not even a good pun either. Just not even really a pun. Mighty Max with the scout. He'll just be trying to tag a few players up before they get towards the main defensive Endpoint, so that it's a bit easier to get those body shots going. 30 HP per player would be lovely to face. Even if he just tags 1 or 2 up, that can help swing the tides of a battle. A spray through a smoke, a nade, a HE, something like that could really help out Endpoint in a fight. Meanwhile, Russ, he has the AWP, he could just take someone down full stop. And Vex taking this one nice and slow, not going too overly aggressive. They're trying to figure out what Endpoint are going to be bringing into this round. We should have an idea that it's probably some form of weaponry, as obviously Endpoint saved a few rifles in that previous one. So they'll know that at least those are on the board. And they push out towards the B site, coming through a few players pushing out with Heaven. Adam on the site. Surreal hears it, and he's going to be able to nail the shot. A flashbang in return from Russ coming down ramp, but he's not going to quite collect on towards Surreal. Meanwhile, Craze found Robin in towards Popdog, so it swings back into a 4-on-4 Link, though, wreaking havoc on this B site. He will be able to find one, but no more as Russ gets the trade. And now it's just down with Thomas and Mighty Max with 9 seconds on the clock. They are going to be able to get that bomb planted. Thomas finding one more, so it's now a 2-on-2. Russ looking for the shot. Gets Mighty Max a good trade there. And he's going to find Thomas as well. As Russ gets the free cape, secures double digits for Vexed. And they take the lead as they should be able to extend their advantage here as well. As we've seen Endpoint struggle on CT sides of train before. Let's hope they can break that curse here. Vex actually looking like they're going to go aggressive. Adam straight out towards the A side. He's going to pick off one, and that's all he'll get. Mighty Max trades back on the USP, and that's a good kill for him to find, but if Robin's burning in that Molotov, he's going to try and swing out, but can't find anything. Crate is ready and waiting on that trigger. But he's taking a lot of damage in return, and now that might be one that Mighty Max can finish off. Tags him even lower, just 1 point of health separates Cray from his doom. Crucial will actually take down Russ, but Mezzi coming from behind gets a quick double, and well, it's now all up to Thomas. So 1 versus 3, and it's Link to finish things off as Vex do find 11 now. Couple rounds in the lead now, Vex, but they're facing the full buy from Endpoint. Crucial though, Glass Cannon, he barely had enough for the AWP. He actually spends all of his cash on that single weapon. No armor, no utility, nothing else extra. No trimmings, no toppings. Certainly no coatings, as it's now a lot of utility usage from both teams. It's actually Vex who win out on that side as they take down Thomas over on that A site. And I think I've seen that one before as well. I think it was XCOM who pulled that off in the open qualifiers for the Rio Major. They dunked someone on that A site as well using the nades. That was against Pomper team, I think. Nice Polish derby that was. And we're having the UK derby here as Robin being Molotov'd out in towards Popdog. Will deploy that smoke and keep himself situated in that position, but an advantage for Vexed. A little low on HP for a couple of their players, but so is Robin. Smoke towards the ramp, just a little bit late, but Surreal will manage to find one in the end. Crucial gets another. And a second as well. Now it's all up towards just Russ and Cray, as Russ does fight back with the AWP, destroys the AWP before that Endpoint side. No armor, so it's probably a good thing for Endpoint that he died to the AWP. Even a headshot as well, so absolutely no chance armor would have helped him in any way there. So now, Cray will find Robin lurking around that site. They're going to double back towards the A site now, it looks like. Mighty Max over in Popdog could be able to shut this one down if he gets the right angle, gets the right timing. But, well, Russ has spotted him out, and Russ will finish him off as Vex find a 12th. Endpoint starting to struggle now. They can't get the money into a good position. They're going to have to find another just eco buy here. Pistol for a few pistols coming through. And it will just be a couple USPs, a couple of Deagles, and a CZ75 for Robin. I do like the CZ75. Just not on a pistol round. That nade could do a lot of damage towards Crucial. He tries to back away, but still takes about 30 damage from it. As Vex playing slowly, going to try and clear these angles out. They've got Mighty Max and Crucial, who might be able to force the issue over towards Ivy. And that bomb dropped in a weird position. A second nade onto Crucial. He's probably getting sick of being bombarded this round. He's now just down on 40 points of health. That second nade actually not doing much damage compared to the first. Now Russ actually walking in with the AWP, the Cyclops mode enabled, and it will net them the frag on towards Mighty Max, and Cray covers his back as Crucial falls. Two players in the sandwich for Endpoint. That's a bit awkward, but Thomas has been found, and now through the smoke link finds another, and it's all up towards Robin over in sandwich. His teammate died here before, and he's just going to try and use that to his advantage as he finds Cray, but now being shot in the back. Now to try and stay alive, but he can't, and it's only Endpoint to find one. Another full buy coming through for Endpoint. This time Crucial does have the armor, not that it mattered much last time. He got taken down by the AWP headshot, so, I mean, no amount of protection would have saved his life. And a double up on towards the, double nade on towards the A side again. This time Mighty Max does avoid it, only gets hit by one of the nades down to 40. So this is becoming a game of Battleship as both the teams try and just nade each other's, without really seeing each other, just guessing where they're playing from. Mighty Max is able to get the opening, well, one of the openings on towards a Vex side, finding the kill over towards a ramp. Leaves just a couple left to find against this Vex side. Russ is one of them, and he's playing over towards Ivy, watching out towards Popdog, waiting for someone to cross his hair. A main needs to be careful he doesn't overextend on that one. We'll back away as he gets tagged down slightly. We'll look at Robin on the flank. This is going to be sealing the round. Takes down Cray, spots the bomb. That's dropped. And now it's just Mezzi trying to defend against Robin. He will take him down, and he's going to get finished off by Thomas. That leaves Russ. A 1 versus 4. Armor and a deagle in hand. He has an AWP on his back, but it's not going to protect him as Mighty Max with his AWP sorts it out. And Vex do find themselves losing a round to Endpoint there. As Endpoint find double digits, it's just 3 rounds between the two teams. Endpoint need to find a few more in a row if they want to try and clean this game up. He had a very strong T half, but they're struggling on the CTs right now. They found the pistol and the follow-up, but not anything apart from that previous round. Vex Vex managed to find 5 so far. No damage done at all this round so far, which is unusual. After the bombardments that have been happening to either side, everyone's been sort of taking quite a hit of damage from those nades. But both of them decide to back off and have a temporary artillery truce. Crucial actually holding towards a ramp. Oh, very aggressive and gets dinked because of it. Can't quite hit the shot on towards the player. In the form of Link. He dinks down Crucial but can't find the kill. He'll just back away in that knowledge. He's done quite a lot of damage to one of the AWPers for Endpoint. And now Vex actually look like they're going to try and turn their attention towards this A site. A bit of presence shown towards B. Draws the AWP of Crucial back towards Connector as he's been tagged down heavily, and now they're pushing towards A. Comes up Mighty Max blind, finds one. Mezzy does get the kill on towards Robin in Connector, and he'll find Crucial and Mighty Max as well. He's tearing apart this A site, and it's now all up towards Thomas on the site to try and stall this advance, and he finds one. Can't find any more though as Link on the Kree gets the kill, and now it's all up towards Surreal. A 1 versus 3. And the bomb planted, he's just going to back away by the looks of it. Not even interested in a sniff of this round as Vex look to find 14 and take, well, get closer to taking out Endpoint's map pick here as Endpoint did to them, which by process of elimination would lead us on to a third map of Dust 2. A rematch of their main season game. So we'll have no problem saving this one. Vex not in a great position in terms of the economy. This will be a big boost for them. Keeping a few guns alive, getting the $800 for the bomb plant. It'll be lovely jubbly. And now Endpoint, they're going to force buy around this single rifle. You get the AWP on Crucial to get an MP9 from Mighty Max and a couple M4s. Along with that single Creed. It's going to be a tough one for Endpoint to bring back here. 4 rounds down, Vex 1 away from match point. If Endpoint can fight back here, that'll give them a strong chance. That'll help them to close things up, although they probably will be facing another buy in the next round. Second Molotov in towards Pop Dog actually does push Robin back out as he tries to make his way back in, and now the fight might ensue pretty shortly. Adam was trying to gain a foothold in there, but decides against it now. Will back away up the ladder and allows the CTs that control back. It looks like the bomb is going to be heading its way over towards the B site. 2 players for Endpoint await their arrival. That will be Surreal and Crucial, the AWP holding towards ramp from that connector position. A classic position actually to hold. Can't beat it. And the nade's actually in towards A, actually going to bring Crucial back over. He's quick on the rotate, leaving just Surreal in a 1 versus however many are going to push him. As he gets 1, but Link will trade back. Mighty Max takes down the flank from Ivy. Couple of players rotating from Endpoint over towards the B site now as he pushes the way through. Lincoln Cray taking a lot of damage from Thomas, who's just spraying through that smoke towards the ramp. Look at the flank low from Robin. This could be everything. He works his way down the ramp. Link sort of watching for it. He will actually get the kill. Solo on HP Link, but he still managed to get the straight headshot. And now it's into a 3-on-3. And look at the other flank from Vex now. Russ on the connector, trying to get them with the AWP, and he does find 1, but Thomas clearing out all of his teammates. Crucial will find the kill in the end on towards Russ and Endpoint. Final 11th and denied Vex making it to map point just yet. So they're going to deny Vex that 15, but can they try and get their way there first? They need to try and find a few more rounds here. 4 in a row would bring them to 15. Without Vex finding any, as I said, Vex will, with the aid of that bomb plant money, the extra $800 going to each of their back pockets, will manage to find themselves enough money to conjure up a buy here. A couple of AK-47s, a single Galil, a single Krieg, and that AWP for Russ going to come through once more. As Russ currently on 19 kills. He's having quite a bit of impact this game, as has King Mezzi. Relatively speaking, the Endpoint side looks quite low on frags. Surreal top in the charts at 18. But just 3 rounds behind us, and the artillery bombardment's coming in again from both sides, and it's going to be Vex who come off very worse for wear in that one. King Mezzi, Russ, and Adam all taking a bit of licks of damage from that one. Russ down to 44. King Mezzi down to 60, and so that nade does over 100 damage. Adam taking about 20 as well. Meanwhile, on the Endpoint side, it's only Robin who really took anything from that. Just about 20 points of health chipped off him. We'll see Vexed actually pushing through this Ivy, trying to get control of this, and they've not really used much utility either, so Endpoint aren't really going to be looking too much for this one, but actually, Endpoint, they have Thomas on guard. That smoke going to cover the cross, and Endpoint try and deny this sort of control for Vexed as Thomas throws down the Molotov. Robin's going to keep control of Pop Dog, covering Thomas's back. If Robin falls, Thomas is in a world of pain. He's actually going to relocate towards that A site now, as the Vex Gaming side could have already pushed down towards A2, but it's Mezzi from Ivy and Cray with another kill, as well as Mighty Max and Thomas fall. But it's Robin in towards Pop Dog, is going to hold strong, takes down one, takes down Adam. So it's just a one-man advantage now for the Vex side, but Crucial being caught out, trying to push in towards that site. Cray from the old bomb seals his fate, as now Vex look to try and find 15 against his Endpoint side. It looks like Endpoint just going to be trying to save this one. Robin in towards Pop Dog. Can't really go anywhere, just has to try and hold his ground. And, well, he looks away at just the wrong moment as King Mezzi peeks. That leaves it all up to Surreal now to try and keep hold of this Krieg. That'll be one of the only things they get in this next round. Vexed are on a tear on this T side, as they want to take us to the third map of Dust 2. They'll definitely find map points, so they've definitely secured themselves over time. Surreal will fight to keep hold of his gun, takes down Cray. We'll keep that Krieg coming into the next round. Meanwhile, Vex, they'll have plenty of money to buy up, so those 2 deaths won't matter too much for that Vex Gaming side. Endpoint getting the full buy. Well, I say full buy. The full buy in as much as they can. An MP9 for Thomas isn't good, but they've got an M4 for Robin. That saved Krieg for Surreal, and he could drop a rifle of FAMAS maybe over towards Crucial, but he's going to go for Deagle instead. Get up a few nades. Surreal will get up plenty of nades for himself as well. But even so, Surreal could have dropped a Deagle over towards Crucial. A little bit rude there. And well, can Endpoint, with this buy, start the comeback into a 15-15 game, or will Vex take it here? They've got the weaponry to do so, and they've got 4 map points to try and take us to Dust 2. Endpoint closed out the Vex Gaming map pick of Mirage, and that was 16-13. This game, a similar scoreline, but reversed. Utility used by both teams towards Ivy will force them both back. Just hold off this aggression for a little time being. The nades though coming through. It's Mezzi who finds one, but he burns himself in the Molotov, and that's going to be an equal trade. I'm not sure why he exactly did that. Seeming pretty suicidal. It's Russ. A nice flick on the AWP, takes down Robin, who tries to peek out from the server room. So Vex going to steal back that man advantage now. Crucial could go through the smoke and get the weapons that have been dropped there. Little does he know, that the FX Gaming side have already pushed out towards the A site, and now Crucial definitely has to go aggressive here. He can't just sit and wait over towards Ivy. They're at a two-man disadvantage. Surreal needs to do something spectacular here from Connector. He's got a lot of players approaching around in the bomb on its way in, and Adam's surely going to take down that kill, and it will be surely Vexed finds 16 here as Crate takes down Crucial, and that will be the game. Oh well, the map going the Vexed Gaming's way.